Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Unprofessional Breakdown. And this time, I got the motherfucking party, man. I got Joe Penafiel. What's up, Papa? What's good, man?
What up? What's up? ¿Cómo está todo mi gente? What's up, everybody out there in Latin America, the U.S., and beyond in outer
Represent,
space?
man. Estamos bien de lo más bien aquí. Happy to talk to you. Thanks
Yeah,
for wanting to come on this little show. You know what I mean? And represent.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, of
congratulations.
course.
Congratulations, your
Oh,
last
thank you
win.
very much.
You know, you finished
Yeah,
the dude
thank
in the
you.
first round, right? First round
Mm-hmm.
finish over at
Yeah,
Cage
yeah.
Titans, right?
Titans. Yeah,
Titans. And
it was
you're
fun. Yeah.
you're on a 2-fight win streak, brother. When's your next fight?
Mm-hmm. The next fight's gonna be announced shortly on Monday on
Okay.
the Cage Time podcast, but it's gonna definitely be on their next show. Obviously, it's going to be their 50th show, so it's like their anniversary show. You know, it's a big show for them, a big deal. They're putting up a lot of titles, a lot of belts. A lot of other guys are going to be on the card that have some good records, some good names. But we'll see. Yeah. So keep tuned, stay tuned or whatever. It's gonna be fun. I keep active. You know, I feel like I'm in my prime. Age wise, I feel young as hell still though. You know, I still have like a young guy vibe, I guess. Uh, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep winning, and I'm gonna get to the top eventually. Hopefully by next year or some shit.
Yeah, man, you got a hell of a record, man. You're 7-3 in
hmm
MMA. You know what? What made you switch like to MMA? Like, what made you say, "Shit, I'm gonna give this MMA shit a try"?
Uh, Probably curiosity and just being just I don't know, just really not having much besides wrestling. You know what I mean? Like I grew
Yeah,
up dedicating my life to the sport. And you know, I wasn't really fond of school, and the opportunities are a little bit slim in that department due to my freaking behavior issues and shit. So it was either stay at home and go to school around here like Valencia and get a job and maybe go into UC, take some classes at UCF, or go wrestle for some smaller school out in Nebraska or North Dakota and some of these states I really wasn't fond of going. But yeah, it just kind of happened. My high school wrestling coach fought professionally, and he's good friends with Seth Petrozelli and Mike Lee from the Jungle, and that's what popped me off. They popped me off. They introduced me to MMA, and then through years and years of training on my own after I left the Jungle, and I finally met up with Julian, and he's kind of like rounded out my game, and now I'm here. So it's been a long journey. I'm self-taught. All my stuff is self-taught. A lot of it is. You can ask anybody, even my coaches. They hate me with the hands down style, but I don't know. Yeah, it took a long time to develop, but yeah, people always got something to say. But I don't know. You know, once you keep winning, they're like, all right, Joe, you keep doing your thing, but let's try to put your hand up. I will, but
yeah. Hey, you know what? People
yeah,
always gonna have something to say, whether you're doing something good
yeah,
or you're doing something bad. Fuck those guys. You know, they think they know it all,
yeah.
so fuck them 100%. But man, the party. Who came up with that name? There's something that you gave yourself,
Mm.
the fucking party, or is it every time you come around you just the fucking party?
Nah, I used to always go by the party. My friends used to call me Party when I was younger, so they would always be like P or Party. I'm like, what up, man? And I was just always that I wasn't like some crazy party guy, but I was always down to go out and have fun. I'm always fun, I guess, and I'm always down for an adventure of any sort. I'm down to go down the rabbit hole. You know, I've
Hey,
experimented with lots of different little drugs in the past, and but I'm not yeah, just everything's recreational for me. Like I don't even like drinking
good,
too hard.
good.
I like beer and I like pot. So
Hey,
basically it.
I'm with you on the beer. I don't drink a lot, but when I do drink, I get me
Yeah,
my
yeah.
nice little Heineken and tranquilo. You know what I'm saying? I like to have a good time too, brother. You know, and I've seen a lot of your fights, man. Combat night.
I like
You was
Stellas.
always
Yeah.
you're always
Mhm.
charismatic, bro. Like shout out to Stella.
Mhm.
Stella, that's my second favorite drink right there.
Mhm.
Um, but you always got something to say, bro. And you know why I admire you from far, although we don't know each other, but we know a lot of the same folks because you say whatever the fuck you want to say and you do whatever the fuck you want to do, and I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, where
Yeah.
do you get that from?
I
Where do you get
appreciate
that
that.
mentality from?
Man, when you're alone, I don't know. MMA's such a lonely sport, bro. I started off
Yeah.
before this 2-0 fight win streak. I had a 4-0 fight win streak when I first started my MMA pro career.
Yep.
And like as you see in most of my fights, I don't even bring a coach. I just bring my wife to make the money better for me, so I don't have to take money out of my purse or whatever the promoters, whatever they're trying to do, and not give me they're always it's always a lot of work negotiating
Yeah.
behind the scenes. So I got to know what I'm doing, and I've always had that type of mentality. I've watched a podcast a long time ago with Dominic Cruz on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he talked about how his coach found them one time because he was on his own too. He had nobody in his corner. He would just go back to his corner by himself and go back out there and fight at the regional level. And it's
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but like I've been wrestling, and in wrestling in the summer I didn't have a coach. My coach had a family, and he was smart enough to be like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be your coach, and we're gonna have a club wrestling team, but it's on you and your parents to go out there to these tournaments. I'm not gonna break up my family, you know what I mean?" So
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
would, yeah, he would spill it out like that to me, and I was, I'm a smart enough guy to be like, you understood what he meant by that. I was like, oh yeah, he's got a family, he can't be with us fucking all year long. So I would go out to these tournaments, and I would get my ass beat, and I would be there by myself with my father, who didn't know anything about wrestling, and eventually everything started clicking for me at that level. And so I kind of brought that mentality into fighting where it's all like it's not like I put all my eggs in the basket, but it's like I'm willing to gamble big every single time because I believe in myself and my training that much. I feel like anyone that's trained with me and they know even when I'm on my best, it's really hard to play with me like on the ground, on the wall, on my feet. I have a cardio for days, so I'm really confident, but I also like my ego in check where I know I'm not the best in everything, and I'm not the best, but I'm trying to be the best version of myself. So that's all it is.
That's much respect to that, brother. And you mentioned so you
Yeah,
got a wife and you have kids as well, right?
yeah. Two small kids. It's my firstborn Alexi Prince's birthday weekend this week, so we're doing a
Nice.
lot of like Dave and Buster's and shit, movies.
Yeah. How old? How old she
Yeah,
how old?
he's 7. The oldest one is 7, so he's turning 7, and my youngest is 4. So
That's what's
really
up, man. I
chilling.
got hey,
It's a
I've
fun age.
it is a fun age, man. I got a 10 and a
Yeah.
4-year old, and my 4-year old is nuts, but
Whoa.
so man,
Yeah, yeah, the young
they go to your
talk to
fights?
me.
Do you take them to your fights or what?
Nah, man, because this is like fights become like wartime for me.
Yeah.
I'm also with like that Nick Diaz mentality. That's
Yeah.
another part I think that I guess I get maybe I portray that a lot. It's like I get into this like I don't know if I was picked on a lot as a kid, but like I would have to always be the guy that had to fight. You know what I mean? Like there would be
Yeah.
I remember one instance where like I grew up in Miami in an area called Kendall near
Yeah, yeah.
Homestead, and
I grew up
before
in
that
Kendall.
I grew up in you did? Okay, there we go. And then
Yeah.
before that I was on Flagler and 8th Street, like right by the Mall of Americas.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it was they're all like hardworking neighborhoods, but there's lots of kids and lots of fights. So I used to fight all types of kids all the time. I'm talking about 3-on-1, all types of crazy weird
I
shit when
know.
you're a little kid. In Miami,
I know that.
it was happening in the 90s. Kids would
Yo,
just pull
man.
up on their bicycles. I'd have to throw down.
I remember that
Seriously.
back in. So I grew up when we came from New York. I went to 88th Street and Kendall Drive, right? So that's where we lived near Dayland Mall, and it was at the Summit Apartments. It was so hot, bro. Like my older brother used to set up fights for me. Like
Yeah.
my older brother would always say, "Bevel, you got to learn how to fight because if I get killed or if I go to prison, you got to learn how to defend yourself, right?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck." So he'll bring a guy. All right, you're gonna fight him, Bevel. I'm like, "Fuck, man. All right, man." You know what I'm saying? So my little ass fighting people. And that's Miami, with the bikes,
Yeah.
stealing bikes, the Dyno GTs and shit like that. That was real.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mongooses, that was real big in
Yeah.
the '90s, bro. And we used to.
Yeah. I
And
remember that
I'm
shit.
sorry, guys, if you listen. Yeah, I was a
That
badass. I
old
was
the
bad as fuck. And
dinos.
so my man Joe knows what I'm talking about. And then from there
Yeah.
we went to moved to 137th in Miller Square. So I went to like
Yeah.
Sunset High School and shit like that. But
Yeah. I
I feel you
remember
on that, bro.
Miami was. I think there was just a different time where I remember my street would have like I had 5 or 6 friends on mine, and the next street over I had 6 or 7 friends on that one, and it's like just I used to have like 12 on 12s. Like hockey games. Like, it was a fun time to be a kid, man. But it was also a lot of testosterone, and when there's a lot of boys, there's a lot of fights, and there was always fights. I grew up fighting all the time, so I don't know. So like, I bring that type of mentality to these fights where they're the enemy no matter what. I don't like them, and a lot of these guys, just because of my image and the way I portray myself, and they think of me as a clown, or they always, this next guy that I'm gonna fight, I already heard from little birdies that he was talking shit at the last event. So I'm gonna have a lot of I'm cool right now, but I'm gonna have a lot of fucking ammo once I get 100% into fight camp, probably Monday, like 6 weeks away. So.
And you're real vocal when it comes to that too. Like when your opponents, like me,
Yeah.
I'm real chill, but in my mind, I'm like, it's kill or be killed. And I've had respectful opponents, man, and I'm thank God for that. But you're right
I
from
don't like
when you first see them.
Yeah.
Right from when you first see them, you're like saying something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then your entrances are off the hook, by the way.
Yeah.
You were sitting on the chair last time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate that.
That shit is wild. I'm gonna put all those clips right here, like while we're talking, like that. It's off the hook, man.
Yeah,
But
I appreciate you, man. That was all like out of nowhere too. So that's off the top of the dome for Jay-Z.
Hey, sporadic, man. Hey, that's the way it be. Just like random, and I
just
like
do
that.
it.
That just be you, man. There's nothing wrong with being you. You see a lot of cats. They feel like they got to put on this fake personality. They, and all that shit, but I tend to lean towards the people that are just real, like the realism. Like you can see it oozing. It's like that cat, that's a real dude right there. He's straight up, he's 100. And then I shy away from these guys that pretend, even coaches too, like they try to pretend to be something they're not and shit. It's just
a lot of guys, like this same opponent that I'm talking about is like portrays himself as like a godly guy. You know what I mean? And all this stuff. And that I hate guys that are always like, oh, I'm the righteous one. And then at the same time, you're talking shit about someone. I never met him before. Don't know him. Never had a bad word to say about him. But just because I don't know. This is how it is in the fight game. They're always trying to talk shit. But it's okay because they always underestimate me. And this guy's going to underestimate me. And I'm going to break his will probably around the second round, I believe. I've been thinking about it. So. Second round. First round's gonna be like mayhem, and then second round something's gonna happen, and then he's gonna go down. That's in my dreams, man. My little nightmares.
That's dope, man. What brought you from Miami? What brought you over here, like up here to Central Florida?
Disney. My dad got a job at the Disney.
Shit. Okay, that's
Disney.
What's up. That's what's up, man.
But we came here because of Disney.
And how long you been here?
Talk to me. Probably since middle school, so whenever that age was, 12 or something like that. Actually, I came here a little bit younger than that, like right around 6th, 5th grade or some shit.
Yeah.
So I came here, but I really recognize myself as a Central Florida guy with a lot of Miami tendencies. Sometimes I'm a little loud, a little brash, a little bit classless and disgusting, but that's how it is. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm dirty. I come from the I come from the mud, bro. Had to fight off 40 Cubans to move to Orlando to fight off 50 Puerto Ricans now. Shit don't change, bro. God damn, man. Y'all follow me around. You guys are pirates for real. Los Piratas del Caribe, man. Y'all
Hey, I felt odd in Miami because, like, coming from New York, my family's Puerto Rican, and I'm surrounded by Cubans, Jamaicans, Haitians, and I'm like, damn, I stick out like a sore thumb. But then I come up here, and I'm so used to being around Colombians and the Cubans, and I'm like, damn, what the hell? I'm not used to being around my people. Where you from? What's your nationality?
My family's all from Ecuador, so we're all Ecuadorian, full-blooded. It's a small country. It's the smallest one in South America, and it's beautiful. But like I said, I love living in Orlando. I love mi gente boricua. I love South America, my Cuban peeps. I live it every day. I love being Latino, man. Yeah, man. I really do enjoy representing my culture. Hopefully, I represent in a good light eventually. But I'll be the bad guy, and that's what it is. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a good guy. But in most people's book, I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? It's sad to say, but
it's
all right. It's all right.
Yeah, they're allowed to have their own interpretation of you, but those that, like you said, those that know you, and they ride for you. So fuck everybody else. Fuck what people think, whether it's negative
Yeah.
or positive. You know what I mean? So that's pretty
That
dope.
it's
Yo,
gotta be like that. Yeah.
Joe, where can we find you on Instagram?
On Instagram, it's gonna be at Joe Penafiel, Penafiel, loyal as a rock, baby. And on Facebook, Joe Penafiel too. Joe the Party. Definitely stay tuned. Keep up with me online. November 6th, I'll be back up in Boston fighting. Stay tuned for the details on who I would be fighting and for what. Wink, wink. And yeah, I'm gonna be planning to come back to Florida, adding some new hardware probably to the mantle. And it's all day Florida. Gracias, mi gente latina. Salud a todo Latinoamérica. And viva Cuba, viva fucking everybody. You know what I mean? I love you
Hey,
all.
I
All you
dig it.
Boricuas, thank you for the support always in Orlando, everywhere I'm at, New York, everywhere. You guys are always cool. I love Tito Trinidad. You know, I'm with y'all.
Hey, that's what's up, my man
All
Joe.
right. Peace.
Thank you for taking the time and talking to me, brother. Hey,
Thank
much
you.
luck, much love to you. Keep doing your thing and fuck everybody else. Como? Peace,
Appreciate
man.
it. Peace, man. Thank you.